My name is Paige, and I am the site manager here at Brentsville Courthouse Historic Centre. And today, I'm going to tell you all a little bit about what you see back behind us in the field that is outlined by those white pieces of wood. That is one of the many important buildings that was here at Brentsville when it was a county seat starting 200 years ago. We are now in its bicentennial year. What you see behind me is the outline of the Brentsville Tavern. It is one of about 3 taverns that was built here in Brentsville over its history, and taverns here in a county seat like this had a very important role to play in the community. And so the tavern that you would have historically seen behind me was actually one of the first buildings that was built here in Brentsville when the county seat was being constructed between 1820 and 1822. And it was actually used to house some of the workers who were leading the construction of those buildings, as well as a place to be able to feed all of those workers, all of those architects as well. Now, when the county seat opened in 1822, we have 3 acres, which is known as the public lot next door, that would house the courthouse, house the clerk's office, house the jail, and we are standing in 3 acres of what we call the tavern lot, when the tavern was sold from Prince William County government to a private owner to turn into a business. Now here, the Brentsville Tavern had a lot of different functions. We think of taverns today more similar to bars, a place that people would go to eat and drink. Now that was certainly the case back here at the Brentsville Tavern 200 years ago, but it was so much more than that. Not only was this a place where people could come and eat, people could come to drink, this was also a place where people could come to spend the night. But if you needed to spend the night here in the Brentsville Tavern, it's not like a hotel today where you get your own room. You're essentially paying for a sleeping space. So whether that sleeping space is in a bed with 2 other people or on the floor, you're paying to have a roof over your head while you're sleeping over here at Brentsville. It was also a very social place. Here at the Brentsville Tavern, you had people who would come to play games, to gamble, if you will. People would come to get into debates. People would come to talk about local issues. And so it could become a very rowdy place, especially during court days, when you had hundreds of people who would gather to Brentsville as the county seat to hear trials in the courthouse, conduct business, purchase things from markets. So it could be a very bustling place. But unfortunately, you notice behind me that the Brentsville Tavern no longer stands. And so unfortunately, this building collapsed in the early 20th century. We think about 1910 due to fire. And so, like many of Brentsville's historic buildings, it was lost to history. However, we were able to find the foundations of the Brentsville Tavern. In 2004, we were able to do archaeological studies with students from the University of Mary Washington in the Historic Preservation Program, where they actually found some of the outlines of the Brentsville Tavern, and they found many artifacts inside those archaeological sites as well that tell us a little bit about some of the different things that took place in there. There's a lot of pottery from plates and cups. There are a lot of pipes from smoking, and we even found a full candle stand with the original wax still in it that is currently on display in the Brentsville Jail Museum. So come and visit the Brentsville Tavern, see the foundations in person, and you can visit many of Brentsville's other buildings that still stand, from our 1870s Union Church, our 1820s courthouse and jail, 1850s farmhouse, and 1930s school. You can come and see us while we're open for tours, Fridays through Mondays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for self-guided. You can also follow us online for more history videos, historical content, as well as information about our upcoming events. So like this video, subscribe to our channels, follow us on Facebook, or visit our website at www.pwcva.gov/history. Thank you for tuning in today.